Thank you for watching this video. Today we will be doing technical analysis on the S&P 500 for the week ending Friday, December 31st, 2021. And for this analysis, we will be using stockcharts.com. That is the charting service that I use and pay for. And I will leave a link to their site in the description box below this video. My name is Rodney Constable. I have over 30 years of investing experience, including over 25 years of experience trading stocks and options. I am a former financial advisor, a former vice president of a major mutual fund company, and I am the developer and president of Simple Market Signals at simplemarketsignals.com. We will come back to this chart in just a couple of minutes, but I want to move over to a weekly chart of the S&P 500 so we can get a big picture view of what has happened for the week, and then we'll look at the daily and the hourly charts over the next few minutes. The upper right-hand corner here, that is this week's trading. By the way, each candlestick on this chart does represent 1 week of trading, and this is a 6-month chart of the S&P 500, so it goes back to the first week in July. Just gives us kind of a big picture view of what has happened for the last half of 2021. But for this week, we were up 85 basis points, 0.85% on the S&P 500, and we closed at a new all-time weekly closing high of 4766.18, as you can see right here. And any of you that have been watching my videos for a while, you know that this 4,700, and we'll talk a little bit about this in a couple of the videos, but 4,700 has really kind of given us fits since the first week in November when we first traded up to this area. But all of the trading this week, as we'll see in several of the charts, was above 4,700. So that's really good news. It's the first time that has happened where we've had all of the trading for the week above 4,700, and a very nice close. Even though we closed in the kind of the bottom half of the trading range, I don't really like that. But you know, we had some trading above 4,800, which we'll talk a little bit about, and all of the trading was above 4,700, so that's good news. We've had now 3 weeks, as we can see here, where we have closed above 4,700 on the S&P 500. So again, another win here. The first time we had closed above 4,700 was 5 weeks ago, where we closed at 4712.02, and then we pulled back to the 4,600 level the next week, and then the following week, so 1 week ago, we had checked back clear underneath this 4540 level for just a short bit, and then closed at 4725.79 last week, and then of course this week closing at 4766.18 after seeing some trading above 4,800. So all in all, guys, the market continues to grind a little bit higher, but we have had a lot of volatility here, and a lot of this has been news driven. The Fed, the continued spread of the coronavirus. So we definitely have seen a lot of volatility, especially around this 4,700 level since the beginning of November. But the fact that we've now had a complete week where all of the trading has been above 4,700 and some trading above 4,800, let's take that as a win, at least in the short term here. Okay, so we're closing the week we're closing the year with a new all-time weekly closing high of 4766.18. The next chart that we're going to look at is a 15-minute chart of the S&P 500 that goes back 7 days. So 7 trading days. So since the market was closed on Friday, December 24th, it goes back Wednesday and Thursday of last week, and then Monday of this week. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. But I wanted to use this chart so we could really zoom in and see what happened this week. And I've already pointed out the fact that we've had some trading, not a lot, but as we can see here, some trading above 4,800. So we got right up to this 4,800 level, and you can see the market just kind of hovered around there over the majority of the week after getting up into that area towards the tail end of Monday, beginning of Tuesday, and we just kind of hovered right there. And we did have a new all-time intraday high yesterday on Thursday, December 30th at 4808.93. 4808.93, that's right here. So that right now is our new all-time intraday high on the S&P 500. And then you can see that we've pulled back a little bit and kind of finished at the lows of the day for today on Friday the 31st. And I don't think that's anything, too much to worry about. But, closing the week out, closing the year out, Of course, for Friday, we're down 26 basis points on the day, but again, up for the week after trading up above 4,800, as you can see here, for a few minutes. Not a lot, right? But we've had a little bit of trading here at the beginning of Tuesday, and then a little bit here tail end of Wednesday, and then beginning of Thursday. And for a lot of Thursday, we kind of hovered around that 4,800 level, as you can see here. But all of the trading this week was above 4730. Now, I pointed out that it was above 4700, but to be more accurate, as we can see here, where we opened on Monday, this opening 15-minute candle, all of that, right? We opened up at 4733 and change right here. So all of the trading this week was above 4730, and again, a new all-time intraday high of 4808.93. And that, again, was yesterday, Thursday the 30th, right there. Now let's move to a daily candlestick chart of the S&P 500. And this just focuses on November and December of this year, so the last 2 months of the year. And again, each candlestick represents 1 day of trading. And you can see we got up got up to the 4,700 level right here on November 5th. And from that point, man, it just really gave us fits. And then we pulled back several times from that level with a few daily closes above it. But we just couldn't get any momentum until the last couple of weeks here, where we finally, after pulling back to that 45.30 area right here on the 20th, as we can see, that finally gave us enough of a spring, if you will, to push us up above 4,700. Over the last couple of months, this 4,700 level has been a very important overhead resistance level. Well, the fact that we've now had 6 days in a row where we've closed above 4,700, to me, is extremely important, because remember, prior resistance, right? And we can clearly see that this 4,700 level, going clear back to November 5th, 4,700 has been an overhead resistance area, right? We've had a devil of a time getting above this for more than a day or two in a row, right? And really, we've had, a day where we've closed above it, down below it, right? So we really have, until the last 6 days, we haven't had really more than a couple of days where we've traded even above that, let alone close above it, right? So the fact that we've now had 6 days in a row where we've closed above 4,700, to me, is super important, because prior resistance, 4,700, becomes support once penetrated to the upside. Okay, let me repeat that. Prior resistance becomes support once penetrated to the upside. So the fact that we've now penetrated to the upside and closed numerous days, 6 days in a row, above 4,700, now makes 4,700 our floor. I alluded to that in last week's video. You can go back and check that. But the fact that we've now successfully done this means that this 4,700 level is super important. We need to watch it. And as long as we can continue to close on a daily and weekly basis above 4,700, guys, not a lot to worry about, right? Now, we want to look at all the technical stuff. Please continue to follow my work, but I just want you to understand how important this 4,700 level is, and the fact that we've had a couple of months where that acted as an overhead resistance area should, only time will tell, mean that 4,700 now becomes a pretty solid level for us to build on going forward. So a pretty strong finish to the year here, 6 days in a row where we have now closed above 4,700 on the S&P 500. And of course, this week we've had some trading, not a lot, but a little bit of trading above 4,800. So let's take that as a win. We're closing the year with a new all-time weekly closing high. This week, of course, yesterday on the 30th, we hit a new all-time intraday high at 4808.93, and we had a new, on Wednesday of this week, a new all-time daily closing high on the S&P 500. So 3 new records for the week, not all on the same day, but 3 new records for the week. So let's take that as a win here, guys. And again, remember, just because the markets are trading at new all-time highs or around new all-time highs does not mean they can't go higher into 2022. So I don't think we can expect 2022 to be as strong from a performance standpoint of a year as what we saw in 2021. However, it doesn't mean that we can't have a decent year in 2022 as well, but only time will tell, right? But for now, we're finishing the year at some record highs. So let's take that. And guys, have a safe and happy New Year celebration. And I wish you all of the best for 2022. Thank you for watching, and stay with me for another couple minutes, though, because I've got some very, very important information to share with you over the next couple of minutes. Do you have exposure to the S&P 500 or other large cap U.S. equities? Have you ever felt out of sync with the stock market? Would you like the opportunity to increase your upside capture, decrease your downside capture, improve your risk-return profile, and have the ability to sidestep major market downturns? If you said yes to any of those questions, the next thing you need to do is watch the How to Be More Successful in the Stock Market video that is on this YouTube channel. I will also leave a link to that video in the description box below the video you are currently watching. Make sure the next thing you do is to watch the How to Be More Successful in the Stock Market video. This can make a huge difference in your life going forward.